one of my most famous times of the week. Favorite and famous times of the week. Well, you're famous, and this is my favorite time of the week. It's like free therapy for people.
I guess.
Mental Health Monday. Dr. Sabrina Jackson is here. Today we're going to talk about something that is an interesting topic. How to control happiness.
The happy hormones.
The happy genes. The happy hormones.
There are hormones in our body that when we tap into them, they elevate, activate, stimulate that feel-good thing going on inside of us. So the first is dopamine. Dopamine is considered the reward chemical. When you feel like you've accomplished something, it releases. And so eating delicious meals. And so I want to add a caveat there. Delicious can be a Reese cup. It can be ice cream. And those things can have a negative effect on your health. So when you start thinking about things that are healthy and taste good, oh, you're doing a win-win.
That's right. And it could be something as simple as that, a meal. These are not things that have to be huge life-altering situations.
No, it doesn't. And then completing a task. Like I know you fixed the TV.
I fixed the TV last night. I got injured in the process.
So don't fall when you're fixing it.
That's a
whole nother talk show. But just setting the task and completing the task gives you that rush. And then completing a goal. So when you set a goal, because sometimes we don't know the difference between a goal and a task. A task is those things those steps that you take to meet the big goal. So if my big goal is working out, maybe my little task is making sure my workout bag is packed and has all the stuff I need in it.
I did complete a task yesterday that gave me great joy. And that is, I got all my tax information done.
Oh.
That was a big undertaking. And I feel great about it.
Yes, and that is a part. And so the next thing is serotonin. Serotonin is seen as the mood regulator. And did you know that only 10% of that hormone is stored in our central nervous system? 90% is in our gastrointestinal system.
I did not know that.
Yes, that is a fact. So how you would think that it has a whole lot to do with food, but no. Exposure to sun. So today is going to be a sunny day. Get out in the sun. And sometimes, because it's only 29 degrees right now, be in the car driving around in the sun. You can still be exposed to the sun. And being in nature is another way to tackle that. And so remember the days where they used to say people were tree huggers?
Yes.
Yes, that's okay to go and hug a tree. Really get in tune with nature. Be by the water. Look at I love when fall comes and we get to see the changing of the colors of the trees. But then now things are blossoming and beginning to bloom. That is very important.
It's funny you talk about nature. So former Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy, he's really big into mindfulness. He plays for the Minnesota Vikings right now. Posted a video of him just recently over the weekend walking barefoot in the forest, in the woods, and it was just like this connection to nature.
Connection to nature, and so that's good that you said this. Mindfulness is another thing, and mindfulness and meditation are two different things, but they kind of go together. So mindfulness is when you take the moment and be in the moment and really experience the moment. And then meditation is when you close your eyes and you deep breathe and you think and control what you're thinking, and not just going all over the place with thinking and not controlling it, but just being in the moment in your now. Because depression is generally about being sad about things that have already happened. And anxiety is being worried about what's coming. Well, what are you doing in your now?
That is so important. It is great advice. What are you doing now? Focus on what you're doing now, and that is...
Focus on what you're doing now.
And enjoy the mini moments.
The mini moments, yes.
The mini moments. It doesn't have to be some big life-altering situation. Enjoy the here and now. Dr. Sabrina, stay close because you're coming back in the 10 o'clock hour.
I'll be back.
All right, very good. Al, over to you.
All right, earlier this morning we talked about ways to boost your happiness. The people expert, Dr. Sabrina Jackson, is here with more. And we're talking about some good things this time because we talk about endorphins all the time. What are they really?
Ooh, they are the natural pain relievers.
So what does that mean?
That then when you have these things occur, then you absolutely begin to feel better, even if you're in a pain space.
And you can do that yourself with what occurs in your body already.
Oh my God, and there's things that we can do like listen to music.
Yes.
Watch a good movie.
Yes, you know, I read a story about a woman who only watched shows that made her laugh, Seinfeld, and it helped her cure a disease that she was going through. She also was going through treatment, but she would watch funny shows. She said, I don't want anything serious. Does that really works?
Let me tell you something. I personally was in the hospital for 28 days with COVID in 2021. When I was in the hospital, I laughed every day on purpose.
Nice.
And I really believe that that's why you see me sitting here today.
Good.
I really believe that laughter on purpose. I watch funny movies.
Yeah.
I listened to I watched outtakes of Steve Harvey.
Oh, dude's funny.
Or
yeah.
I went on
podcast?
Not podcast. What's the other? Pandora.
Oh.
And I put in my favorite comedians
All right.
and just listened to stuff that was funny.
And the humor is what brings out the endorphins, the natural pain relief.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And that works.
And guess what else works?
What?
Exercise. Physical movement.
It fires off endorphins.
Yes. You got to do it.
And what do you recommend? Like, if you get angry, just go for a run, or just go for a walk, or just take a lot?
Or, I hate to say it, that grown-up activity that people do with other people.
Oh, what's up now?
Hey.
And that leads to everybody perked up on that one. That leads us to our next one, which is oxytocin. Is that how you say?
Oxytocin.
Okay.
Is the bonding hormone.
All right, now.
It's the love hormone.
What's up?
And so one of the ways, socializing, physical touch, even because during the pandemic we stopped touching.
Right.
But even when we fist pump.
Oh, really?
Even because that is a physical connection. As humans, we need to feel other people.
Does it have to be other people? Can it be your pet?
You can definitely pet your pet. Pet your
Because
pet.
sometimes your pet just runs up to you. They don't.
Yes.
They're not mad at nobody.
They not.
They just want to play.
They love it. And it does make, even think about when in the hospitals, they take dogs to the rooms of people with cancer or terminal illnesses to just make them feel good. It releases that endorphin.
Let's talk about this, because this stands out to me because, I'm very frugal. The things you just mentioned here, free.
Free. Free.com.
Yeah, it
Free.
doesn't cost anything to go for a little run. It doesn't cost anything to, with your friend.
And then the other thing that really releases that oxytocin is helping other people. So when we're volunteering, so I know when the thing in Southwest happened with the floods and people were running around getting clothes and things to take to them, just that activity, knowing that you're doing it to help someone who is in need in that moment, releases that.
I don't talk about volunteering much, but I've done a bit of volunteering, and sometimes the hug that you get from people is so life-affirming.
It is.
This one lady didn't want to let me go. It's just a little something for me to give what I gave, but she was like, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
And I was like, but I do want to breathe, so you got to let me up a little bit.
Can't hug me. Can't hug me.
It was a great hug. It was a great hug.
It is nothing like a good hug. I'm a good hugger.
Nice.
I do good hugs.
Yeah, you do. You do a lot of good work. We appreciate it.
I love what I do. When people see me in the community, like this Wednesday, I'll be at EMU for a couples and relationship discussion
at Eastern Michigan.
At Eastern Michigan. And then on Saturday, I'll be at the Motivational Entrepreneur Conference. We're going to be motivating women because this is Women's Month.
Can people find information on your website?
Absolutely, SabrinaJackson.com, or go over to Instagram. All that information will be there. ThePeopleExpert_.
Appreciate you. Ryan, over to you.